1 in 3 of you have told us that you've missed or put off your smear test. And if our guest today had missed her routine screening, she might not be with us today. Here to support our Face Your Smear campaign and share her story, please welcome Rebekah Vardy. And you really do think that if you hadn't have gone for that routine smear test, you were 27 at the time, that things could have been so much worse for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's so important that we do go for these tests. It just shows that, you know, just by missing one, you can, the cells on your cervix can change so quickly. And had I have not gone for my routine test after having...
So that wasn't your first smear test?
No, I was around 27, so I just had my eldest boy, Taylor, who's now 9. And I'd gone for my routine test a year after giving birth to him, and within a week it had come back that they'd found abnormal cells and that they wanted me to go back in and have a loop biopsy almost immediately.
So what had they found? Precancerous cells?
Yeah, they were precancerous cells. And obviously it was petrifying. You think the worst. And it was around the time that Jade Goody had lost her life to cervical cancer. So that was in the back of my mind, obviously, you know.
And you had 2 young children.
I had 2 young children, and the worst crossed your mind, and you can't help it but think, I don't want my kids to grow up without a mum. And it was hard, and back then, it wasn't something that was really talked about too much. And I'm just so glad that now it's you know, you guys are getting it out there as well.
It's true, actually, because we didn't... I mean, I don't remember talking to my mum or my sister about smear tests, did you?
No, or sisters, actually, thinking about it. No.
It's one of those things as well that because you don't have it until you're 25, you just go quite a long period of your life thinking that you don't need to get it done and it's okay, I'll wait till then because that's the only time that I'll ever need to go and check it out. But actually, to be conscious of it from a younger age, just to know that, right, this is coming up, how long have I been sexually active, you know, and really being educated on the subject is really important.
Definitely. And I think children, well, not children, girls these days are becoming sexually active a lot younger, and you know, there's no denying it, and the more we stick our head in a bag of sand and pretend it doesn't happen around us, the worse things are going to get.
So do you think the age, I mean, women aren't called now until they're 25, so do you think that age rate should be lowered?
Definitely. I honestly believe that age should be lowered. Obviously, I'm no medical expert, but I just think that girls are sexually active a lot younger these days. Rightly or wrongly, you know, it's not something that we can pretend doesn't happen because it really does.
So what treatment did you have to have? So they found the precancerous cells, then what happened?
So I had to have a loop biopsy, which is basically I have to have anaesthetic injected into my cervix, and then it's an electronic, like a loop, and it burns off the cancerous cells. It's not the most pleasant experience, but, you know...
But, as you said, saves your life. We've got a lot of comments already coming in.
Can I just say something? I think one of the main reasons, because I know even now I don't miss mine, but I still, when I'm called for it, I think for a lot of women, especially young girls, it's the embarrassment. I don't even think they think about, oh, it might hurt. I think a lot of them go, oh, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons.
Yeah, and I do it all the time. But then when you get there, you see these nurses who have seen it all before, and all shapes, all sizes. They're not bothered, you know.
They're not.
And actually, once you're there, it's fine.
Isn't it funny though that you say people are embarrassed, but they post pictures of themselves on social media wearing very little, and they expose huge amounts of their bodies on social media. But then something that could actually save your life with someone you're never going to meet before or after, the nurse. Why is that such a big hurdle?
1 in every 3 women don't go for this test, and this kills nearly 900 people every year. And I just thought, this is crazy. This is a free test that you can have on the NHS. And I just didn't understand why women didn't go for it. So I thought, I'm going to post a picture.
Thing that I read today was that smear tests prevent 75% of cervical cancers, which is just incredible. It's so preventable, and if you just go...
It's got to be caught early, that's the thing. And you're talking about being anxious going with your first one and whether we discussed it with our mums or not. Jacqueline's been in touch. She said, my daughter was very anxious about her first test, so I booked as a double appointment She did have to have some follow-up treatment, actually. If we hadn't have gone, it could have been a very different outcome for her. That's quite nice to get someone to go with you if it's your first one, whether it's a friend or someone who's been and kind of knows and can show you the ropes. Caitlin says, I put mine off for 9 years. I ended up having an emergency hysterectomy, so I would recommend every woman gets her smear test done. What about your daughter? I mean, she's young now, but you would talk to her about it.
She's only 14, and obviously she's had the HPV injection, and she's asked questions about that. And
it's important to say as well that injection doesn't make you immune from all types of cervical cancer.
No,
there are different strains of HPV and cervical cancer.
So I had the conversation with her about cervical cancer and what happened to me. Hopefully she'll tell me, and I would 100% pay for her to have that test done privately.
Beverly's got in touch. She said, I am late for mine. I do need to book it, but it's hard when you work full-time. True. And then Francis says, it would be great for out-of-hours smear tests. I would happily subsidise it for my employees to ensure that they had the time off to go. Listen, whatever excuse you make, and we've all done it, oh, I'm busy, or I'm thing, or I'm embarrassed, you know, it is literally a few minutes that could save your life. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you
for helping us get the message out there. We would love you to back our Face Your Smear campaign too. Pledge today to attend your smear test. All you need to do is go onto our website. Already over 4,000 of you have gone online. We want to get that number a lot higher than that. As I said, details all on the website, and they're on your screen now. Thank you.